beg your pardon, is there a problem?
You know, Mr. Gray, as brother of the deceased, Mr. Gray has signed an injunction to prevent you from removing Mr. Merrick's body from the country.
Didn't I sign the necessary papers? I thought I'd arranged everything at Seaview Hospital. Dr. Silbert, he advised me.
Yes, ma'am, your documentation is not the issue.
Well, then I don't understand. I'm Mr. Merrick's widow, and I'm trying to carry out his wishes as I understand them. Trying to take his coffin back to Budapest for internment.
Once a judge has signed the injunction, you'll not be able to remove Mr. Merrick's remains from the country.
May I see it? The injunction, may I see it?
It's coming.
I beg your pardon, I've only just arrived in America, so I don't really understand your laws. But in my country, the filing of an injunction and the serving of one are two different things.
Well, it's the same in this country, but I've spoken to a judge, and we are expecting it.
Well, then you really don't have any reason for keeping me here. Until you can show me a duly executed injunction, I'm not breaking any law, and I'm free to go whenever I want.
You're not leaving this country with my brother. I won't let you.
Montgomery, correct me if I'm wrong, but unless I am served with an injunction, I'm free to go.
You have no right doing what you're doing.
Yes, I have every legal right, and that has been settled to everyone's satisfaction.
That's not what I'm talking about, and you know it.
I know you loved your brother very much, but I am his wife. You met me under the worst possible circumstances, but there it is. I am his closest next of kin.
You could show me a dozen marriage licenses, and I don't care. You are not closer to him than I was.
Why does this have to be a contest? We both loved him very much.
Fine. You loved him. Why do you want to take him away from everybody else who loves him?
Because I have to. Dimitri made me promise.
What? What did you promise?
Are you in pain?
Promise me.
No, no, darling.
Promise me. I'm not like this. I don't want him to see me like this. Promise me. Promise me.
I promise you. Turn this plane around! Go back to England! Now!
You said he made you promise. What did Dimitri make you promise?
You're not going to keep me occupied here in conversation until your legal papers arrive. I'm sorry.
No, wait. I believe that you're Dimitri's wife. And that you love. And that he loves you very much. And that I've known that from the beginning.
Why have you made this so hard for me?
Because it's difficult to accept.
I understand that. I've been telling the truth.
Dimitri, Dimitri was happy the last time I saw him. He wasn't how he'd been for months. He'd been very dark, very private, very morose. But the last time I saw him, he was making plans. He was provoking me just to get me going.
Got a perverse thrill out of doing that, didn't he?
I should have known what it meant. What it had to mean. But I was too busy wrapped up in my own life to notice.
Well, the last time he came home to Pine Valley was just before the wedding.
was very excited. That's what those trips for Budapest were all about. I mean, he didn't care about business that way.
Certainly not.
It could have been a horse, though. You know, maybe a thoroughbred. It was you. He was marrying you. He had fallen in love with you. And he was taking his bride home to meet us.
Well, if you believe that Dimitri loved me, why can't you accept that I loved him?
I do. I simply believe that you are wrong. I don't know what was said in those last few moments when Dimitri got sick, but I do believe that there is no way that he would want to deprive us of his memory, of his strength, of his humor, and his vitality.
That's how I remember him, too.
Everyone who ever loved him in his life is here. Don't take him away from us, please. Alex.
How can I go back on a promise that I made my husband as he was dying?
You're gonna have to trust me.
Why is it so important that he's buried here?
The only other person that I ever loved as much as my brother was my wife, Maria. To go through that loss again, to go through that loss so sudden, so without warning, and I'm not looking forward to when this hits me. And when Maria's plane crashed, they never found the body. Okay? So when I want to go to a visitor, I have to go to a mausoleum, and I got to see an empty crypt. And I don't want to go through that with Dimitri. I can't.
What about your brother?
I love my brother.
Well, then tell him.
I can't. 2 years ago, he lost his wife. And he does not deserve this, no matter what the outcome. He's just starting to get his life back together. 2 years. 2 years of wearing out the hallway outside his children's bedroom. Staring off into space, his face filled with grief. No appetite for life, no hope. No desire for anything. But what can't be?
But you said he was getting his life back.
Yeah, he was on his way to, what did you call it? To waking up. I can see it.
Mrs. Merrick, your plane has been cleared for takeoff once again.
Thank you. There's been a change of plan. I won't be flying this evening. I'd like the casket removed from the airplane. It's going home. To Wildwin.
This is her husband's home. It's utter nonsense.
You heard?
Yes.
This is Alexander, Dimitri's wife. This is Brooke English.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I heard a lot about you from Dimitri.
Listen, why don't I make those phone calls for you, huh? Yeah, thanks, Jack. I don't think I can manage it. I just don't want to see
Would you like to go up and see the kids?
I don't think I can manage that either.
She loved him. Well, we all loved him. Anyway, I'm going to go up and check on the kids. So you'll, excuse me? Sure. Okay.
Hello, Dr. Silbert? Yes, Alexandra Marek. Yes, there's been a big change of plans my end. How are things with you? Good? Yes. I'm pleased. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Mrs. Merrick?
Call me Alex.
Alex? Would you come with me? I think there's something that you would want to see.